Rivalry games aren't always born from trophies. They're born out from schools ascending to new heights at the same time and finding the other guy standing in the way of their ultimate goal. It's time to find out who's going to get run over this time. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Tennessee's offense will go on the attack first. The Gators put the chomp on the balls the last time they saw them, and they are looking for seconds this time, Jesse.
Yeah, that was an absolute beatdown the last time these two teams played. But talking to the Gators coaching staff, they're not expecting this one to be the same. They know that Tennessee's going to come into this one fired up, motivated, ready to roll. The Gators coaching staff is expecting a much different feel and type of game this time.
They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
It's so hard to get to quarterbacks when they get the ball out of their hands this fast. Great job understanding what the defense is doing, right away assessing, hitting the corner route right off the jump.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Looking to throw, it's Gentry. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. The Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Gators offense will go to work for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen.
Oh, he's going to go up top. Wide open, he makes the catch. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, that is a huge play for the defense because they had to stop the bleeding. On the very last play, they gave up an explosive one, and all of a sudden it feels like the defense is on their heels. But what a great job in an individual effort, winning up front, getting around the block, and getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play.
Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Clark. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Hits the accelerator to the right. At the 20. Touchdown Volunteers. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turned on the Jets, making the big play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got it in the middle, it's Donovan.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as a running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it down the left. Oh, he's getting ahead of us. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gator! Extra point here will tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line. A pickup of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Dropping back, it's Gentry. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big time.
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. They'll start this drive from the 42. They go to the ground. Got enough for the first down. Oh, he's got some space. Running through contact. That is just a gargantuan whiz. He has it all the way down to the 12. The Gators come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida.
And you're really starting to see the chemistry that this guy is developing with his quarterback. They hooked up for a touchdown the first game. They do it again here. These two are on the same page.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. Safe completion on the screen. On a sweet spin, and he's free. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead, and we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air, it's Gentry. Gets it out quickly. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Vols! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the 1st half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Time to take a shot. And he hauls it in at the 30. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? Well, and let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Off the boot, looking for his man. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! Grab the short pass to put the 6th on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So here is the Tennessee offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. These two, which have so much cross-pollination and legendary games in their history, first played in 1916 with the Vols blanking the Gators in Florida. Tennessee actually won the first 10 meetings, with Florida not getting a W in the series until... There he goes! Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. The Vols, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Back to throw, it's Gentry. Gets it out fast. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. The play action fake. He's got the tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the 2nd level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. will be jarred loose on second down and brings up third down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Finds his big tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They punt it away on fourth down. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be consistent.
Turning it on! They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Back to throw, it's Gentry. Quickly complete.
Dude, come on!
You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. And the Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, Florida and Tennessee never disappoints. We figured this could be a dynamite matchup all week, and it has delivered. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. 2 quarters to go. Time to find out who comes out on top, guys, between the Vols and Gators.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Gators line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. He's going to let it go. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's
Are you fucking kidding?
Breaks into the open. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This crowd trying to do it. Hard to get inside the kicker's head. And it's right down the boulevard. That brings them to within 1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by a field goal over Boise State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Oh, they're after him. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the first down mark.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. He's got it inside the 25. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Steps away to find some room. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
So here is the Tennessee offense. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Looking to pass. It's Gentry. Fires to the big fella. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I think we got a little bit sloppy on that route. You need more separation if you're going to give your quarterback a better target trying to complete that infield.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. The Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Off the play fake on first down. Pulls it in. It's Donovan. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one.
That should never fucking happen. He's running right
Now the play fake. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Snags it inside the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
But these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game. It just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
And man, a lot of
times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. To the air, it's Gentry. Right on the money. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Caught on the outside, it's Randall. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receivers.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
What the fuck?
He's got it in more than enough for a first down. There he goes. Pass attack. Touchdown, Tennessee. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that's why you hold your breath every single time this guy catches the football. That's a short, easy completion. He's so dangerous after the catch, David, and he shows you the wheels, taking it all the way to the house.
Yeah, and I think it's also important to point out, how about the QB play? Getting the ball out right where he can catch the football and use his speed and playmaking ability after it, and he shows you, man. That's why he's dangerous. That's why this offense is always one play away from getting to the house.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go.
There we go. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. Still on his feet at the 45. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Looking downfield on first down. Unleashes one deep. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
My old coach says you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He'll keep it himself. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They can dial in. You got that stuff in the ball.
Dropping back, it's Gentry. Grabbed over the middle, it's Graves. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Graves. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
And I'm loving the command of this quarterback right here. You can tell he's not worried. He knows his answers. 3 for 3 on the drive, moving the ball down the field, trying to put this offense in a position to get right back in this football game.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Finds his big tight end. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, they get the touchdown here, and I think if you're the head coach, you got to go for 2. You've got to have a 2-point play dialed up right now. What can you run you feel like you can execute to tie this thing with not a lot of time left on the clock?
He is denied. Stopped short of the goal line, trying to tie the game, and he will not get the 2-point conversion. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting. Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Motion from the back. The run from the shotgun. Gets it past the marker. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Looking for a man. It's Gentry. Quick strike complete. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And they spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Second down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Westbrook. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. How about this defense slamming the door shut with a fumble recovery, and the offense should be able to run out the clock from here. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big...
Turning it on! And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's got it. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Going for 6. Touchdown, Gator! Fit it in the window for the score.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Gentry. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Westbrook. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Blasted as he lets it go. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with a loss.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
One more play to pad the stats. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Florida! And the route is on.
Some would say run the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Randall. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're